Whether or not my list is sorted or not, I can create a histogram for a data set on the graphing calculator by using the stat plot feature. Stat plot histogram will work on a data set of um, items that are all individually listed, whether they're sorted or not. So if I push second stat plot, I've already turned off this list, but I'm going to turn it back on. You hover down to the type and you scroll over to the histogram icon. And then you pick the list that you want the data to be sorted into a frequency distribution and then plotted as a histogram. Remember, that's the unsorted data is in list one. It doesn't matter if the data is sorted or not. After you leave the frequency at 1 and pick the color you want, you can push zoom stat, which is option 9. You either scroll down to zoom 9 and push enter, or just push the 9 button. And this is not the histogram that we saw in class because the window settings need modifying. So if I click window, I'm going to want my X-man to be the lower bound of the lowest class. In the lower 40s, the lower bound was 39.5. The upper bound of the lower 70s ages for the presidents was 74.5. And the in the where the X scale is where you put the width of the class, which is 5. I like to have the max command be the Y max be a little bit greater than the class that has the greatest frequency. There were 8 presidents that were in their lower 50s, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to round it up to 10. And just for the sake of seeing the X axis, I'm going to make Y min be -2, not -2. Make sure to use the negative button. Now when I graph it, you'll see the histogram that we were going over class. And if I push the trace button, you'll see here it defines the lower bound and upper bound for the first class with a frequency of 2. And as I scroll to the right, we'll see the frequencies of 4, 8, 5, 4, 1, and 1 for all of the subsequent classes. And their boundaries are always listed below. So that's pretty cool.